After moving into my new home, I was added to a strange group chat. The people in the group like to pretend to be animals and communicate. Every day, I watched the chat with great interest but never spoke. One day, a mouse got into my house. I asked in the group, "Is there any reliable rat-catching service nearby?" Soon, Brother Jew, the orange cat from AA door-to-door rat-catching service, mentioned me. 2 cans of cat food, no bargaining. The cat is at your door, open it. There was actually an orange cat standing outside the door. On the first day of moving into my new home, I was pulled into a strange group chat. The group was named Animal Community Communication Group. All the group members had various cute animal profile pictures. At first, I didn't pay much attention. I just thought it was the property management that added me to the group for the convenience of sending notifications. Until one day, I accidentally glanced at the group chat. The teddy dog said, "Damn it, I got caught stealing snacks. My mom spanked my butt several times. I'll bite her slippers tonight." The bulldog said, "You're so useless. You actually let the person who cleans up your poop dominate you." The Garfield cat asked, "I want to ask, when you drink water, do you feel like the water is a bit spicy?" The bulldog said, "You fool. It's probably that the water dispenser is leaking electricity. Why don't you kick it over quickly?" The cheese cat said, "My mom is going to cut my nails. 911. Please call 911 for me quickly." I watched their conversation with great interest for a while and thought that these should be the lively children of the community residents, role-playing as animals and chatting. To be honest, looking at their cute conversations, I felt quite healed. Just then, a message suddenly popped up. "There seems to be a stranger in my house." Its profile picture was a little husky. Judging from its previous messages, it seemed to be a child around 4 or 5 years old. My heart tightened. I was just about to ask if it was home alone. Then I saw the group members questioning its intelligence one after another. "Are you sure it's a stranger? There's a stranger in your house again. The last stranger in your house was your dad who just changed his clothes. I'll call 911 for you." I hesitated and didn't mention the property management. The next second, I saw the little husky say, "Hee hee." It turned out to be my dad wearing a mask. As a reward, I'll pee in his room tonight. It was a false alarm. While I found it funny, I also vaguely felt that something was not quite right. One day, I came back late from an interview. When I turned on the light, I suddenly saw a dark shadow scurrying across the living room floor. My heart skipped a beat. Just as I was about to crouch down to look under the tea table, I saw a big mouse rushing straight towards my feet. I screamed and jumped onto the tea table. I was so scared that I immediately asked for help in the group. "There's a mouse in my house. Is there any reliable rat-catching service nearby that can come immediately? I'm waiting online, it's urgent." Meow. A mouse? What is a mouse? A mouse is a small toy that runs very fast. When you squeeze it, it will squeak. My dad won't let me play with it. "Are you new here? I've never seen you before. Why is your profile picture a human? What species is your family? Can't the profile picture be a human? What do species mean?" I didn't have time to think it over. The squeaking sound of the mouse made my hair stand on end. I immediately opened the app to find a door-to-door service. Just then, someone in the group suddenly mentioned me. Brother Jew, the orange cat from AA door-to-door rat-catching service. 2 cans of cat food, no bargaining. I'll come right away. I'm at your door, open it. Meow, so fast. I opened the door, and there was no one in the corridor. Just as I was about to close the door, a cat's meow caught my attention. A very polite orange cat was standing at the door with its paws together. When our eyes met, an incredible idea flashed through my mind. "Are you Brother Jew, the orange cat from AA door-to-door rat-catching service?" The orange cat meowed twice. A message popped up in the group. "It's a cat, 2 cans of cat food, start working immediately." I thought it was funny and reached out to touch the cat's head, but the orange cat turned its head to avoid my hand. "Meow meow meow, this is an extra charge. It will cost half a sausage to touch me. I don't have a pet, so naturally, there are no cat cans at home." I negotiated with the orange cat to use 4 sausages as the reward, and it licked its paws and agreed, but it required installment payment. The deal was reached. The agile Master Jew tracked the mouse from the living room to the kitchen. Except for accidentally kicking over the water cup I placed on the table, the rat-catching service was successfully completed. The orange cat was afraid that I would be scared, so it put the dead mouse outside the door. "Human, the cat accidentally broke your cup. The cat can charge you 1 less sausage." I shook my head. It was agreed to be 4 sausages. "I won't give you 1 less, but can you let me touch you once?" The orange cat let out a soft meow, lowered its head, and rubbed against my palm, before leaving. It said that I could call it in the group if I needed its help next time. When the room was quiet, I came back to my senses. I always felt like I was dreaming. The animals in the Animal Community Communication Group were actually real. Those profile pictures were of themselves. No matter how fantastical the experience of last night was, when the sun rose the next day, I still had to rush around for interviews in this strange city. I lived on the 12th floor. When the elevator reached the 10th floor, a guy walked in with a husky. It looked a bit familiar, of course. I was talking about the husky. I stared at it intently. After it noticed, it also stared at me intently. The guy looked at us staring at each other. "Do you two know each other?" I quickly waved my hand. How could I tell him that I thought this husky was the one in the group? I couldn't just ask him, "Did it pee in your room yesterday?" Just then, a message suddenly popped up in the Animal Community Communication Group. The husky named "My Dad Calls Me Big Smart" said, "I saw a sister in the elevator. She looks a bit familiar. I seem to have seen her somewhere. Hee hee. She smells so nice. I want to be petted." The teddy dog said, "Silly dog." The bulldog said, "Silly dog." I tentatively reached out my hand, and the husky indeed leaned its head over and rubbed against my hand. The guy had an expression that seemed to say, "You said you didn't know each other." While petting the dog, I asked gently, "What's your name?" "Jack." I squatted down and pinched the dog's paw. "Hello, Jack." The guy, "My name is Jack." I looked up in embarrassment. Sorry, I wasn't thinking." Jack's face turned a bit red. "It's me who didn't react in time. Its name is Kikiu, Big Smart." Sister, my name is Big Smart. Damn dad, he actually remembered my name wrong. Hit him. Hit him. Big Smart immediately stood up and fought with Jack in the elevator. Jack cursed silly dog while fighting back, and I was laughing and trying to stop them at the same time. After rushing around for the whole morning and having interviews with 3 companies, the results didn't look promising. I decided to go home and have something to eat first. When walking back along the street, I suddenly saw a pet supplies store for transfer. Thinking of the Animal Community Communication Group, an idea flashed through my mind. This was definitely a great opportunity to directly understand the user's needs, who would want to be an employee when they could be their own boss. I calculated my savings and immediately contacted the original store owner. I took over the store and then started promoting it in the group. Does anyone like this little toy? New cookies, freeze-dried snacks, and small treats are available. Welcome to bring your owner to the store for a tasting. As soon as the promotion was sent out, it caused a stir in the group. No dog or cat had ever sent a short video in the group before. They immediately noticed that I was different. The bulldog said, "It's a human. It's a human. It's a real human. A human has sneaked in. Brother Jew." The orange cat from AAA rat catching service. The cat told you guys about this last time. The cheese cat said, "Human, can you tell my mom that I don't like having my nails cut?" At first, the pets in the group were surprised by my human identity. After they found that I had no ill intentions, they got used to it. They would often ask me to pass messages to their owners, so I simply launched a special offer. For every one-time consumption of over 500 yuans, I can provide a free pet consultation. The first customer to come to the store was Jack. He bought 10 pounds of dog food and a few small toys for Big Smart. Can you really communicate with them? I didn't give a definite answer. He raised his eyebrows, looked at me, and gave a mischievous smile. Then he rubbed Big Smart's head and said, "Okay, then ask it. It eats too much. Dad can't afford to feed it anymore. Can it support itself?" I waved to Big Smart and took the opportunity to pick up my phone. After a while, I held back my laughter and said, "Kikyu said it doesn't matter if you're out of money. It can go out and eat poop. It can even take you with it. Then it will eat the poop, and you can eat the tip." Jack looked down with an indescribable expression, and Big Smart looked back at him sincerely. "Silly dog, is this how you repay your old father who raised you with great difficulty?" Jack rubbed the dog's head hard. "My dad calls me Big Smart. I'll leave the tip of the poop for dad. You're still not satisfied. You're bullying me too much. Hit. Hit hit. Big Smart stood up and waved its 2 paws, and they started fighting again in my store. I don't know why a single dog likes to hit people with its paws so much. The second customer to come to the store was also an acquaintance. No, an acquaintance cat. It was the little tiger-striped cat named Tianchen in the group. Her owner was a young lady. She held the cat and said shyly, "Recently, Tianchen has been a bit strange. She always meows at the wardrobe. I'm a bit scared. If you can really communicate with pets, can you help me ask what's wrong with her?" I immediately thought of the news I saw online, such as a strange man hiding in the wardrobe and so on, but the young lady said no, I'm just afraid of such a situation. I've already checked. There's nothing in the wardrobe. That's strange. I took Tianchen and carried her into the room. Then I mentioned her in the group. "Is there anything in the cabinet?" The cheese cat said, "It's under the cabinet." I fell under the cabinet. Aren't you right here?" The cheese cat said, "It's another me. A smaller me." Most of the pet's intelligence is like that of children. Sometimes they don't express themselves clearly. Just as I was confused, a pet in the group suddenly said, "The cat might be talking about its photo, or something else that looks like it." The one who spoke was an Alaskan Malamute. It had also just moved to the community recently. I heard that it was adopted by its hostess. Among the simple-minded pets, it was especially smart. I continued to ask Tianchen a few questions according to what it said. Sure enough, it was just as it said. I truthfully relayed the results of my inquiry to the young lady. "It seems that something is stuck under the cabinet. It's not easy to take it out. You need to figure out a way yourself." Tianchen said that when she goes back, she will show you the location. She likes that thing very much and has been very anxious because she can't take it out. She left half believing. An hour later, she sent me a photo and a thank you message. "Damn girl, you're so amazing. I really found something under the cabinet. It was in a very corner, and it was extremely difficult to get it out. No wonder I didn't notice it when I looked inside a few times before." The picture was of a slightly deformed felt cat head. It was made by the young lady by gathering Tianchen's fur. No wonder Tianchen said it was a smaller her. After this incident, the young lady became my biggest fan. Thanks to her, the business in the store became even more booming.